New York right now with Silversun Pickups.
Hi.
Silversun Pickups, thanks
Hi,
for doing this.
Mallory.
Yay for us.
Yeah.
There's 1,000 people in this room right now. It's
And-
pretty amazing.
Yeah, that 9 of those 1,000 chose to just clap and hoot and holler just now.
That's the thing. Only 9 of them care.
This, dude, for us, we're doing great studio audience-wise. Frequently, it's just me
great.
clapping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for doing this on between 2 big shows. There's Brooklyn Steel last night. Brooklyn Steel is sold out tonight, and here you are right now. We appreciate you taking the
that's
time
right.
to make this part of the New York trip.
Thank
and there's music, man. There's a bunch of it. We're about to hear 3 songs from Widow's Weeds, which is out right now on your label, New Machine Recordings, and also we're going to hear a fan favorite from a
Spoiler
few
alert.
years ago. What are you guys going to do first today?
This is called It Doesn't Matter Why.
Okay.
And what it's about is it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter why.
Ready?
Okay, ready.
1, 2, 3. Years come and go, we know. We wonder if we're not alone, we're alone. Think about us all the time, don't. 'Cause it doesn't matter why we're known, we're just known. We're just known. You wanna read our minds? We know. Is it better on the other side? No. Will it help you sleep at night? It won't. And it doesn't matter why we're known. We're just known. It doesn't matter why we're known. It doesn't matter why we're known. Doesn't matter why we're known, we're just known. Clap along, everybody on the internet. Well done, kids. Should you stay or go? Go. Feel like you're on your own. Oh no. If we ever leave you alone, no. It doesn't matter why we're known, we're just known. It doesn't matter why we're known. It doesn't matter why we're known. Doesn't matter why we're known, we're just known. Doesn't matter why we're known. Doesn't matter why we're known. Doesn't matter why we're known, we're just known. Come on, internet. A plus. And if it all goes right, seeing our eyes, finally made it out alive. We wait for our sign. It's time to have some peace of mind. Wait. You're on your own, and in your eyes, finally see we've all gone blind. Have we all gone blind? Doesn't matter why we're known. Doesn't matter why we're known. Doesn't matter why we're known. We're just known. Doesn't matter why we're known. Doesn't matter why we're known. Doesn't matter why we're known. We're just known. Thank you, captive audience.
I would rather be captive no other place on this Friday early
I think we
afternoon.
got 10 people to clap out of the 1,000 this time, so we're making progress.
And I was double clapping. You taught us to double clap right in the middle of that song, and so learned that lesson, applied it to the applause afterwards. Good for you. We've all learned
Your
something
clap
today.
is worth 20 claps.
Thank you, Brian.
You know what I mean?
It's a gentle clap.
Yeah,
It's a gentle clap.
it's a handsome clap anyway.
Your clap felt good.
Can you talk to us about having worked with Butch on this record? I mean, he's a fancy fella. I would imagine almost every musician would like to at some point have a record produced by that man, and that happened to you. Can you talk about what that experience was like?
Butch is Wisconsin to the core. He's just a lovely, lovely, lovely man.
Yeah, I've never heard him referred to as fancy, but
I've never heard him referred to as fancy, but I think he'd be tickled by that.
Fancy as a catch-all term, meaning
We've known-
superlative
A catch-all term.
in many ways.
He is a genius, and we've known him for a while. And I did a song with Garbage, and once I was in that universe with them, when my brain was thinking about what the next record will be for Silversun, I was hoping that it would be with him, you know. And luckily
it worked out.
we made a lot of plans and didn't let him know.
We're like, it's awesome.
Everybody was
set
on
with
board.
Butch.
Huge team of people. Just no one told Butch. And so I just texted him and said, "You want to make a record this summer?" And he said, "Yeah, man." And that was it. But then really getting to know him through making the record was an insane pleasure, you know? He's just so wonderful, and he's such a great person. And as you were talking about, he approaches the producing in a different way than what we're used to, because he's also a drummer in a band, a full functioning band. So he really knows what it's like to get into the, you know, little details in everybody's parts.
Nice. Well, I like that order of operations. That's cool. So you make all the plans, get everybody into it, and then text the dude that you most want to be involved.
Well,
and
he
then
had
the
to do
train's
it.
already moving. He can't say no at that point.
He had
so.
no choice.
You can't say no.
Yeah.
That's how we got him. We
That's-
nagged him into doing the record. Like, you can't do this. You stink.
Nice. Well,
No, not for you, Butch. No, he's the best. He's so the experience he's had over the years just really shows with how quick his brain can work. And most importantly, with somebody like Butch, and something we've never dealt with, which is good, but your worry always is when you work with somebody that's done so much, your worry is that they go, "I figured it out. I know how to make records. This is how you do it. So let's plug
and rely
this."
on the last thing they did and the last 10 things they did.
Butch is everything he's ever done, everything he's ever learned, just sort of amplifies his desire for wanderlust and being confused. And when you see that, you know you're in the right hands, because it's really what you want to do is baffle each other constantly in a studio.
He would
'Cause
say,
hopefully-
like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but why don't you go in there and let's try it? And, you know, he's always just wanting to figure stuff out.
Yeah, anytime he goes,
Try
"This is a
anything."
weird sound," and he goes, "What do you think we should do?" And I think, "We should double down." He goes, "That's what I was thinking. Let's just go crazier."
Yeah.
One song in particular, called "We Are Chameleons," we were listening back to it, and he turned around and just said, "I don't know what this is. I don't know who this is for. I don't even know what kind of song this is. This is great." And so that is what really is so exciting to work with somebody like him that actually has desire to keep looking, keep searching for things that interest him, and keep uncovering things.
And he likes pub cheese, so. it's really
Most importantly, he likes pub cheese.
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
Constant to the core,
Yeah.
like you said.
Green Bay Packers and pub cheese and
Oh,
hog
so
night in
cute.
Viroqua.
This
Nice.
one goes
Yeah,
out to
that
Viroqua.
sounds like the most satisfying possible experience.
Yeah.
Clean slate, new approach every
Have
time.
you talked to
That's
him
awesome.
before?
I have not. No.
Oh,
if
it's-
you want to text him and let him know
I
to
know.
come by,
Yeah,
I'd be
I'll
happy to
just-
have him.
They can fly over here real quick.
We were told to put our phones on mute, so.
Yeah. I would text him, but
They still make
we were
outgoing.
told.
Are you going to do another one from Widow's Weeds
We
next,
are.
or are we going to dive back into the catalog?
Let's do it.
Yeah, okay. Are we already starting?
I'm just
Did you start?
All right, this is going out to Viroqua Hog Night.
Right.
1, 2, 3, yeah. And if you're feeling paranoid, what the hell does that mean? You'd rather be alone, anonymously. And if I'm such a freakazoid, unable to breathe, till we move along. Wait and see. I believe we're trying to keep us all from dying. Can I pull you home, away from the middle of the road? Another safety zone, another way to know. And this freakazoid needs a little relief. Knows you're not alone. Wants you to believe.
I believe you're trying to keep us all from
Keep
dying.
us all from
I
dying.
believe you're crying to keep this whole thing
The whole
flying.
thing comes out
Oh
flying.
me, oh my, seems you might be lying.
Keeping us from
I
dying.
keep on fighting as long as you keep
As long
trying.
as you keep
I
trying.
believe you're trying to keep us all from
Keep
dying.
us all from
I
dying.
believe you're crying to keep this whole thing
The whole
flying.
thing comes out
Oh
flying.
me, oh
Yeah.
my, seems you might be lying.
Keeping us from
I
dying.
keep on fighting as long as you keep
As long
trying.
as you keep trying.
yourself, Bye.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome, buddy.
So this is the second time, I'm pretty
Sorry.
sure, that you have joined us in this tape room.
Yeah.
We're surrounded by years and years
Yeah.
of rock and roll and jazz and blues and country music history. This goes all the way back to 1952, and there's some extraordinarily fancy shit in here. Like this is the tape from when Muddy Waters played the 1965 Newport Jazz Fest. Like this is the tape, the one that was on the
And you're
deck
just using
that
it as a
day.
coaster? Like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, man. I
That's
mean,
weird.
yeah, here, we can pass it
That's
around.
so
You may have it if you like.
disrespectful.
Well, it's living history, man.
Yeah,
It's
that's awesome.
you know, it's
That's
already
nice.
been transferred. We have preserved it as well as it can be preserved, but now it's here to look at and check
Yeah.
out, as are all these tapes.
Oh,
You're in front of,
So
Iggy Pop
lovely of
and
you.
David Bowie and
thank you. That's a nice present.
Yeah,
I
you're
will give
welcome.
when we come back here, I'll give you something nice too.
Please do.
Yeah.
So this tends to be an easy environment to talk about musical influences, and I am curious to know who has been important to you guys over.
Can we leave our masters in here? Ours are in our storage space. We need
Yeah,
them.
and I think actually
Unclimated.
there might be Silversun Pickups from a Day Trotter session. If you did a Day
Oh,
Trotter
we
session
did
before
do a Day
2012,
Trotter.
they're in that room
In
right over
Austin,
there. So there could very well
Where
be
did
your
we do that?
tapes.
We did do one. But then
We
never
need
got
our
one.
tapes back.
Yeah, I love Day Trotter. Yeah, this place is amazing, and
Well, so some of the artists that have been important to you, either just since forever or who are particularly important
Oh,
to you,
wow.
as you were writing Widow's Weeds, was there a soundtrack going
No,
on while
'cause
you guys
when-
and Butch were working together?
we don't. No, once it comes to sort of a Silversun world, it's like we naturally just kind of close off, and don't really think about specific things like this should be this or this should be this. I mean, it almost anything that we're absorbing or are fans of just sort of maybe comes out in an unconscious way. Does that make sense? And when we just sort of describe songs to each other, when I'm to get a song and I bring it to the band, we usually use like almost
Mountains.
you do.
He always makes
But-
fun of me.
Yeah, zero is mountains, valleys.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, John Carpenter showed up, and then this thing happened,
Right.
and there's something underneath the floor, but we never see it, and then the spaceship from Close Encounters lights up. It's like we just think of visuals, but nothing specific,
You guys have been doing it for long enough that shorthand within
Well,
the
it's
band
kind of
makes
always
sense. That you
been
can
the
say
way.
something like Spaceship now, and then that makes
Well,
sense to the
I know.
rest
I
of
was,
the band.
I was listening to a lot of Duran Duran, Tears for Fears,
Yeah, I mean,
Spandau Ballet, to be honest.
all that stuff kind of goes in it, but once it gets into our world, we just sort of we don't really think about it. We just, I know that early on when we first started, we were such fans of so much kind of music that we were saying, can't do that, it sounds too much like Built to Spill. I know that's a blonde redhead chord. And then eventually we're like, we have to forget all this. Because we're just like,
You're doing
I
the
don't want to
Modest
create
Mouse
a band that's
whammy
just
bar
like
thing.
everything that we avoided. And now we can't think of anything
And
that
now,
this is touching. And then we're
now
just
we
like,
pay
forget it all.
homage. We've learned to say that.
Yeah, you just
Pay
sort of go
homage.
yeah, that does sound like
Right.
Built to Spill. I'm so
Awesome.
happy about that.
That phrase, I like that phrase. That there's a song in there somewhere. Everything we avoided.
Yeah.
There's an
Yeah,
album or a song there somewhere.
You can just sort of go, no, 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 and then you become like a very low common denominator thing. And at the end of the day, you just have to sort of forget all that and just have it kind of come out, and then organize it. And then later on, you go, oh yeah, that does sound like Blade Runner.
Nice. Well, I'm enjoying the way that all of those various influences, factors, and things that are happening in the world have come into your brains, and then the way
I mean,
you
they
put them
do. I
back
think
out
it's-
into the world. I appreciate it very much. It sounds outstanding. And
Oh, you're very- wow, you're
Widow's Weeds is the album that we're currently listening to a bunch of music from. Are you gonna do what's next?
This is
One more from Widow's Weeds.
yeah. This is called Don't Know Yet, and this is Nikki's gonna snap. And feel free to snap along if you want. You don't have to. I know you get a little nervous.
My hands are. I'm doing stuff over here. These guys.
If you're sitting at home, whatever you're doing on your phone, hopefully you're not driving. Feel free to snap along with Nikki.
Yeah.
And by the way, we can see you too. What are you doing there, buddy? Looking at you in Prague.
Right. I'm
So
ready.
snap along with Nikki if you feel like it.
Sometimes I mess up. But it's okay.
Yes,
Do
but
it
she
with your
messes
heart.
up on
I do it
purpose.
with my heart.
If you mess up, it's an artistic choice.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Wow. I can hear you at home. Billy, you're doing good.
fresh start now. Reboot the machine. I'm a ghost up in the clouds now, so frightening. Ooh, face down in a fountain, soaking wet. My body's growing into my silhouette. I can see now you wanted to play. Hurry back, I think they're closing the gate. But I fear it's just a moment too late. Don't know what you're gunning for. Should've hit the deck, fall through the floor. Don't know what you're thinking of. Do a chip away or keep defenses up. Don't make a sound if it gets too loud. Hear me come around. Ooh, fade into the sounds that we can't avoid. I'm addicted to the soundtrack. I need the noise. Are you screaming from the other side? Believe me, I know what it's like to lay awake all through the night. Don't know what you're gunning for. Should've hit the deck, fall through the floor. Don't know what you're thinking of. Do a chip away or keep defenses up. Don't make a sound if it gets too loud. Hear me come around. Don't know what you're gunning for. Should've hit the deck, fall through the floor. Don't know what you're thinking of. Do a chip away or keep defenses up. Don't make a sound if it gets too loud. Hear me come around. Don't know what you're gunning for. Should I hit the deck, fall through the floor? Don't know what you're thinking of. Do a chip away or keep defenses up. Don't make a sound if it gets too loud. Hear me come if it gets too loud. Gets too loud, yeah.
Don't know what you're gunning for. Should I hit the deck, fall through the floor? Don't know what you're thinking of. Do a chip away or keep
I keep defenses up.
if it gets too loud. Will you hear me come on?
You hear me come around. Hear me come around. I can see now you wanted to play. Hurry back, I think they're closing the gate. But I fear it's just a moment too late. Nice job, Internet. I knew you could do it.
Yes.
I knew you could do it, Internet.
Dude, the internet did great. There's all sorts of snapping coming from Portugal, from Canada, Germany. Come to Brazil, of course. There's snapping from Brazil happening
Oh,
as
Brazil
well.
can
We want to
snap.
come
Oh,
to
dude,
you.
I know. And Nikki, the studio audience, there was serious support for the snapping that was happening here too.
Yeah.
Matthew Cooper
Thanks,
of the
everyone.
internet says,
Almost like they
"Man,
had
those,
to."
those snaps don't even sound real. They're so good."
Whoa.
We did not overdub any
Emily.
snaps. That's just Nikki and the studio audience.
Well, I hate
Killing
to burst your bubble, but this whole thing has been already recorded, and we're just lip syncing the whole thing.
You have to take your thing off of mute.
Oh, whoops.
We were told specifically.
Oh well, sorry, pal.
Can we? So the video. I just watched the video for that song, and I like it a lot. It's
great.
very very well shot, like black and white, shallow focus. It looks beautiful. Can you talk about? Did you bring a concept to Alan for that and say
No.
do this thing, or did you just say here's the song, go? What do you want us to do?
It is one of those things where we were kind of shying away from doing any performance-y stuff at that point. You know, people would feel like, well, people have seen us enough, you know, and usually we like to have our songs be a vehicle for something that a filmmaker wants to make, something that they've had, you know, in them and passionately in them, and that's usually what we sort of do, and our song can be the thing that gets it going. And then it creates this new thing, you know. It's like not a literal thing of the song. It's like something new where we get to play with others, really. Like we have the song, and that's as much as we want to kind of input, really. Having said that, though, when we saw his, you know,
References.
the what?
His references.
Yeah, his
were
references
beautiful.
and the treatment he gave us, we realized with the song that we were doing, it seemed to fit really well for it to be really low-key and simple and just well shot, and kind of harkens back to our first video, Kissing Families, really, in a weird way. And we just knew, like, okay, well, everything we said, throw it out the window. We'll do a performance video of just us. And, yeah, it was all about the shots, really. Like, everything was just lit so beautifully, and the house we were in Los Angeles was just so peculiar and wonderful, you know?
Yeah.
And we had a great day.
I almost smashed the chandelier like 50 times every time I took my bass off. There's a chandelier right above us. And
Oh, yeah.
every time.
That sounds
It
right.
was riveting.
That would have made it like Kissing Families.
Yeah, it would have.
If you did that.
Nice. Well, yeah, it's not a high concept video at all, but it doesn't have to
But
be.
it
It's
is.
so well
because
executed.
it's simple.
Yeah,
That's
in a
great.
weird way it is nowadays, you know? It's sort of like the opposite of demanding your attention in a weird way, you know? I mean, like I was a huge fan of that was the movie Control, that Joy Division movie? Like things like that, just, what is that director?
Anton Corbijn.
Yeah, Anton Corbijn. Like just every shot looks really beautiful. And when you shoot something like just amps and just us in a house and we're all pretty, you know, normal, but it can be shot so, I don't know, eloquently in a way.
Well, the Wurlitzer is a beautiful thing to look at, regardless.
Yeah,
And the way
yes.
he lit it and
Right.
shot it, it's all excellent. And everybody who's watching right now, we still have a great crowd tuned in from all over the world right now. Please check out the video for Don't Know Yet. I'll find a link and put it in the comment section as soon as this wraps. Keep on watching this, please, for at least the next 5 minutes, and then as soon as this ends, go and watch the video. And there's more music. You guys are going to do
Yeah.
a fourth today. What's coming up last night?
I don't know.
What do you want to do, Brian?
I don't know.
Something different?
No, let's do that.
Okay.
Hold on, let me make sure my thing's off. Okay.
Okay.
Brr.
All right. That's not the song.
This is it. This is how I'm arranging
I
it.
mean, I can go there if you want.
Yeah, do it. And I know you're alive. Ready? Oh,
I'm not ready.
let's hear it. Thank you very much. Exclusive. All right, one.
All right.
Fan switch, yeah?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Time is never worth my time. Blue shine leads into my eyes, and I still sleep on the right side while the white noise
behind? Could it be anything you want me to be? If so, is it meant to be seen right? When you see yourself in a crowded room, do you think I said show your pistol in? Will you step in line or release the glitch? Can you fall asleep with a panic switch? You see yourself in a crowded room, do you think I said show your pistol in? Will you step in line or release the glitch? Do you think she'll sleep with a panic? So now try to hold on tight tonight. Pink slip inviting me inside. Wanna burn skin and brown what once was mine, but the red views keep ripping the divide. If I go anywhere you want me to go, how will I know you still follow? I'll know. When you see yourself in a crowded room, do you think I said show your pistol in? Will you step in line or release the glitch? Can you fall asleep with a panic switch? See yourself in a crowded room, do you think I said show your pistol in? Will you step in line or release the glitch? Do you think she'll sleep in a panic? I'm waiting and fading, floating away. Waiting and fading, floating away. Waiting and fading, floating away. Waiting and fading and floating. When you see yourself in a crowded room, do you think I said show your pistol with? Will you step in line or release that glitch? Can you fall asleep with a panic switch? See yourself in a crowded room, do you think I said show your pistol with? Will you step in line or release the glitch? Do you think she'll sleep with a panic?
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you again, Brian, Nikki, for doing this on show
course.
day.
It's
Have a
our
great
pleasure,
show
buddy.
at Brooklyn Steel tonight. That is sold out. That's true, right? Sold out show. Good for you for
Sold
doing
out.
that. There's a lot of shows between now and June 5th when it wraps in Fort Collins. You're playing the 9:30 Club on Sunday night. There's tons of
Ooh.
dates all up at silversunpickups.com. So thank you. Thank you,
Wow.
studio audience,
wait.
for the snapping. Thank you, the internet.
Thank
you
you.
guys all did great.
Yay.
And yeah,
Thank
travel
you.
safely, please, and best of luck on Widow's Weeds. It's out right now on New
Thanks.
Machine Recordings, and there you go. There you go.